Yo. Hey, Winter, how's it going? I'm totally not late. I totally didn't sleep in. Oh my god, he's a ghost. Yeah, today I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna be contacting y'all through the void. So you won't be seeing my face today. For for what it's worth. So yeah. For serious though, I woke up at I went to bed early last night, then woke up at 6 because I had to use the bathroom, then couldn't go back to sleep, and then went back to sleep at around 8 o'clock or 9 or something like that, and then slept for 3 or 4 hours. So that's why I didn't start as soon as I usually do. It's gonna be sleepy on a weekend. Very true, very true. So, but I'm here now, and we're gonna be doing smart. I'm gonna be working on the Dusty variant lineup today. And let's see. Anything else worth sharing? I think I finished these on stream, I think. And then I went back, futzed with them a little more, and I think gave the thing a label. So these ones are done, and I also went and did these ones too. I finished these last night. Excuse me. So I'm really excited. Finally got I got these 3 done. 4, excuse me, there's 4 of them. And I'm really excited to actually work on the lineups of these individuals, because I really like the cast that these 4 characters have, and I really want to design the rest of their buddies. So I can't wait to get started on those. Just close those. Alright. So we are... Did a great job. Thank you. Oh yeah, the old goggles, right. I went and I edited those. That is correct. So we're gonna start here with Weather Dusty. Also, I know I'm usually more low energy, usually more high energy than this, but now I'm gonna be low energy because I'm still groggy. Turn on my light. There we go. How's your week been? It's been good. The weather's been cooling down, which is nice, with the rare exception of today, which is going to be 100 degrees. So in 3 hours, I'm gonna be melting. I did something dumb. Mostly in a... Dude, come on, why'd you do that? It's not as bad. I took scissors to my hair yesterday, thinking that I could just even out my hair a little bit. And I've butchered my hair now. My hair is uneven, and I look like the Berries and Cream Starburst commercial boy. So, I did a stupid, and I look ridiculous. So, I, at some point, need to get a hair appointment, which I was trying to avoid, and fix my hair so I don't really look ridiculous. You're having a good week. Well, I'll be damned. Well, moment to moment, the week was kind of meh, but if you look at it from like, you take a step back and look at it as a whole, it was all right. Traveler, I'm calling you Traveler. This is a real name moment. Yeah, I know. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm pretty sure I just did it. I did it completely on impulse. And if I had like thought about it for like a second, I probably wouldn't have done it. But well, you know me. I am a fool. Hey. It's a drinking decision, Traveler, you fool. Yup. That's why I just hold my head in my hands and go, why did I do that? I don't want to copy that yet. I need to do this. That way I know where I'm going to put the line art. But for all my faults, you cannot deny that I am pretty clever sometimes. Because what we're gonna do, just to jump back to what I'm actually doing here on screen for a second, I'm taking the line art. Also, I need to put this back at 60 and take the sketch layer and put this down to 60. There we go. Now all my lines match. We're just gonna do this. Boop. Just gonna do that. And that cuts down on a lot of work and time. Just need to make sure that I position these correctly. There's gonna be a lot of looking back and forth between the two of them. But yeah, that's like the main thing that like really happened to me. Is I did a stupid and I tried to cut my own hair like a 3-year-old. And I wasn't even gonna like try and cut my own hair. I was just going to take off a bit of the back, but then I decided, I'm taking a big bite, and I ruined it. I'm pretty sure if I had actually like shown some restraint, I probably could have gotten away with it, but I did not, and I messed it all up. Oops. Did I go too far? I went too far. I think we're pretty close. I didn't change that, did I? No, it's still there. Okay, I think I've got it. I don't know, I think it's close enough. Yeah, I think it's close enough. fun one fact: I never drank. I'm simply superior and severely traumatized. And actually, I can't even say I have drank. It's like I've had alcoholic beverages before, but I've never had enough to like actually get tipsy. Mainly because I've seen other people do it, and it's like that's not a state of existence that I feel like experiencing. It's just, it doesn't seem fun, and I don't know why you would do it. Dude, I've been desperate for digital art, but I just don't have the monies. It'd be so helpful. I can't tell you how many times being able to just draw like this has been incredibly helpful. And it's like being able to like duplicate stuff isn't like the whole of it. I showed it off last time, I think, where I took my pencil that I made and I made it a tool preset. I could just draw lines that way. That's helped a lot. It's like if I had to draw the lines for all the drawings that I've been working on, it would take me forever. But just the fact that I've got a tool for it just makes things so much easier. But I do commiserate with you though. It is very expensive to load up on this stuff, because I freely admit that I was in a very blessed position to be able to afford the stuff that I have now. So, you know, whenever I'm doing something like this and my computer does something weird and I freak out a little bit, it's like, yeah, because I'm no longer in a position to like easily replace everything. So it's like, I can't. When it does something weird, it's like, please don't. I need you to live so that way I can at least keep doing this stuff. Oh my god, there's a chip crumb on the floor. God, I'm just gonna go pick that up. It's gross. Oh, come on. Oh, I got it. Grab that. Okay. But when it comes to certain materials, though, you don't have to break the bank for it. For example, my pen display is a Huion Canvas, Canvas. I think it's a 12, and it's one of the smaller models. It only cost $200, which for $200 American, I should say. Which for a tablet is pretty inexpensive. Some of the bigger ones are like thousands of dollars. So for like a little like desk set one, I got it for $200. And I think I did shell out just a little extra to get the stand as well, because having it tilted up at you really helps. Porn cannot afford bread. Jesus is forsaking you with his ability to conjure bread from his hands. Like that one movie. You mean the Bible? Or I guess like the movie, yeah, that's based on the stories from the Bible. Yeah. But I feel you. No, there was a movie where a kid shot bread from his hands. Are you pulling my leg? Are you joshing me? I was using the curve instead of the... There we go. Not even joking. You ever see those memes where the high school kid is in a bathroom surrounded by bread? No, I have not. That's really weird. Okay. Upon a Google, The Adventures of Food Boy 2008. Okay. Real ass movie. Oh my god. Lucas Grabeel? Have I seen this guy before? One and a half stars. Yeah. Oh, you can watch it on Apple TV. How about that? 34% Rotten Tomatoes? Yeah. It's about what I expect. I gotta know though, Lucas. I have seen him before. That's right. He played oh yeah, and he was in Halloween Town. Yeah, he was the right. He was the Ashley Tisdale's like cousin. Oh no, Ryan Evans in High School Musical. That's where I know him from. He was in Halloween Town too. Yeah, that's crazy. What happened to him? Oh, he voices animated characters. That's cool. Glad to see he's doing well. And isn't stuck doing projects like Adventures of Food Boy. I remember watching it ages ago and it stuck with me, but only that one scene. Looking at it, it's where's my tool? There we go. Yeah, it definitely looks like meme material, where it's but like a very specific meme for something. It definitely has that vibe to it. Pretty popular a couple years ago. Then again, so was Ugandan Knuckles. Yeah, and I guess it also just depends on the circle you run in too. So it's like that's a good reason, good chance that I missed it because of that. Because I was like, I only caught Uganda Knuckles like tangentially through other people, and whenever it was brought up, it was never people like, I don't know, using it legitimately. It was always people bringing it up in the sense that it was racist and all that stuff. So it's like, I may have missed the boat on that one. Woo, another win for casual racism. I don't think that's something that's something we don't need to say out loud. Though if I remember right, Uganda Knuckles didn't really stick around that long, did it? Because if I remember right, it was there for like a little bit, and then it just vanished. I think Uganda Knuckles was like January and only January. Yeah. It definitely feels like it was like a month-long thing. When I think about it, I think about its lifespan, it's like it was a thing that did not last too long. Like, it was there and then it left. I only know it because I only know it hit the point where Gregzilla managed to at least sort of profit off of its popularity. Because he, in response to the meme, he released a shirt with just Knuckles on it for like a limited time. He was like, you want a shirt with it? Here you go. Ugh, Knuckles Crypto. Ugh. Gross. Although it would probably end up being called something else, considering the fact that Knuckles is a cover-written character, they probably would have called it something else. It'd be like Legally Distinct Red Echidna or something like that. That's not enough. Bored Knuckles NFTs. Ew. You know, that is something I'm glad that, to my knowledge, Sega never even bothered with. I think. I think they stayed out of the idiot pool. Yeah, thank heaven. You know, not to like praise a corporation or whatever, because you know they're soulless and all that. As a company, I've always kind of appreciated Sega for some of the stances they take. Even though they're a heartless, soulless conglomerate. Like their stances on the LGBTQ stuff and what they do for that in Japan. And all that. I don't know. It's just refreshing. They're a heartless souls conglomerate with Sonic as a mascot. That's the big game changer. Yeah. They just so happen to have one of the coolest character designs as a mascot character. It's just like Disney. Yeah. And that didn't take long. Nope. Hit Weather Dusty's his whole deal is done. So his line art's done. So we're just gonna pop open my references and we're gonna open his reference though real quick. That's images. Oh, my pictures, there we go. We want his reference because his colors are a little different. From regular Dusties. How am I doing at not vomiting all over your stream with my concepts? Well, I think you're doing a great job so far. You've resisted the temptation of trying to bring up your OCs, which, you know, well, it doesn't bother me. It is nice that you are showing restraint. Oh, we can put the... Is that coming from the... Hold on. I don't know if it was the song, but I swear I heard like a chewing noise somewhere. Huh. Hopefully I'm just hearing things. messed up. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Much better. I'm in your house chewing your cables. Please don't. I have to pay to replace those. So anyways, I was thinking up some lore. This is a joke. So anyways, lore. Yeah, we just need the brush for this. Right, his legs are a different color. Yeah, so his face is like the only thing I need to use this gray for. Which is nice. His eyes are the same color. We just do a little bit of this. Do that. Boop. His gloves are white. And I almost forgot. The ends of his scarf are white as well. There we go. Nice. Now we jump back over to here. Color pick the blue for his bandana scarf dealie. Which I think is the only, it's like the only blue he has. Yes, that's the only blue of his. It's really, it was really difficult to actually color pick. The colors from Dusty for this one, because it was since it's ripped from the Tome game, I could only get like low res screenshots from it in order to capture his design, and since it was so blown up, the pixels weren't accurate. I think I ended up just picking some of these colors myself based on luck. Based on my eyeballs. Which, now that I think about it, I don't have to do that. If I wanted to, which I'm probably not going to. I don't know if I actually showed these off. But when I initially posted Dusty's, Tome reference to Tumblr, one of the Tome fans, the Tome head, went in and ripped out all of Dusty's sprites. Which is pretty neat. So there's the overworld stuff. Where's the rest of them? I just saw them. There. So yeah, they're still really crunchy though. I'm surprised. Yeah, because these were drawn at 72 DPI. Which I gotta say, it's like, dude, Chris, what were you doing? 300 pixels, bro. That's like industry standard. Because I'm pretty sure these files were ripped straight from the game. So, I don't know. Makes me wonder why... why so low res, dude? And here's all the battle assets. These are all of the... these are all the bits that you would use in the animation. You can see how... You can see all of his parts for all his poses and stuff. It's kind of neat. And then the text box. Because he was an NPC... yeah, and this won't be easier to color pick from because the image is it's actually bigger. But it's got his mouth opening and closing for the lip flaps, and his portrait for the text box, which is pretty neat. Kind of should be much easier to tell. Oh yeah, definitely. But I have those now, which is kind of neat. So. I don't know. That's a good sneak. And I'm glad I was gifted them. They're very nice. It's very nice. It's very nice. Okay. Anyways. Get this color. And unlike this drawing, where I put the hard line in between the sleeves and the main part of his sweater, I'm leaving that line out, and I'm just gonna put the color right there and then just color fill this. Did I do the bottom part? Yeah, I need to do the bottom part of his sweater. Oops. Imagine color picking. I just pick up whatever pen is close enough. Hey, I know that feeling. I did that all the time because I was a physical media boy when I first started. Mouthless Dusty is very cute, actually. Yeah, it kind of works. It has. I feel like Dusty without his mouth sort of has the same quality as when people draw Sonic without his mouth. He sort of has that same quality to him. Alright. And what was originally the cuffs of his gloves just became the ends of his sweater. These orange bits. The sleeves and his legs, which I think is probably pants, if I had to guess. Just do that. forgot to do his gloves. His goggles. Oops. That's okay though. We can do that in a sec. There we go. Man, I am... When I finished Weather Dusty's like first reference, it made me insanely jealous how this design, in my eyes, felt way more cohesive than his original design. And I felt a little jealous. I was like, damn, he picked really good colors for this. Because I showed off the original design, what I submitted for the game, and he ended up coming out like this. It's like, this actually looks really nice. I feel a little silly. Which is why I'm kind of hesitant in letting it go, because I think it's really nice. It's a good design. It's like, I'm not going to waste that. You kidding me? I've been getting so much D&D on my Instagram feed lately. Same. Because of all the Tales of Adventure stuff and those animations that are done by that one artist whose name escapes me, where it's the wizard going like, mend butt crack. Which I love. I love all that stuff. I have their Christmas one shot saved in my watch later. I want to sit down and watch it at some point. Who needs a cohesive design when you have badassery on your side? I don't know. Cohesive design helps, I think. Okay. Yeah, and his goggle straps don't have. They were just black. Which I might just keep the goggle straps black. I think that's what I might do. We'll keep it on the color layer though. Okay, just need a smaller brush size. Bless me. Phew. And the thing that I will do for the gogs, we're just gonna reopen this bad boy. I'm just gonna slurp up that color. Oh, and speaking of that, I also got Weather Dusty was also the basis for this because of his blue scarf. I was like, I need a color for his scarf, and I was like, why not blue? I was like, yeah, okay, sure. Really ties the outfit together, I think. Alright. I'm going to go here to the line art layer, and we're just going to make the lenses blue. Oops. That was the wrong layer. There we go. Just want to clean that up a little bit. Tight. Let me just make the sketches transparent, and bada bing, bada boom. Weather Dusty is now done. So now that we finished these two, we'll be moving on to Dusty Bunny. And we're going to do them. And because I chose to do these two first, we can move some of the assets over to there, and we can save ourselves some time and effort. You see, we dusted him off, eh? Eh? I suppose so. Okay. So we're going to go into this one again. Oh, first things first, actually. We're going to go in here. I'm going to go into the sketches folder. This will be for the colors. Goes in here. I'm going to go into Dusty's. This, and we're going to duplicate that layer again. Dude, I haven't drawn anything since I made those busts for Fred Fatbear in the Tism crew. Oh, should I duplicate the colors too? No. No, because I can just color pick and I can just fill it. And I'd have to... It'd save me a little time, but I don't know, not enough that I'd want to do all that. So we're just gonna move it back. Right, I forgot about the transparency business. Wait, no, I attempted to draw Golden Freddy, but I struggled with the void hole face. That's good. But I mean, also rest is important, so it's like... If you struggle a little bit, then, you know, it's okay to take a break. Okay, put that one back up. Sketches, remove the color. There we go. good. Alright. But unfortunately, we are going to have to get rid of some of this. It's good that you struggled. Well, that was more in reference to the fact that you were drawing, which is good. But it's, it does suck that you did end up struggling with it. Get rid of her, because I had to change that shape. But it's a valiant effort that you tried. No, actually, hold that thought. Let's not do that. Let's leave a little bit of that down in there. There we go. There we go. Now he has a bunny face. You heard her first, folks. The Traveler wants me to fail. No, I don't want you to fail. I want you to succeed. But I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and say that the road to I don't know, success. The road to where you want to go is gonna be easy. It's fraught with failure and success. Just gotta react accordingly. And despite any failures that may come, you'll get back up on your feet and you'll keep going. That's what life is all about, I guess. I don't know. What is this? This is the house theme. Yeah, this is the house theme. Like, sounds familiar. It sounds homey. I was about to compliment the art and call Bunny Dusty a cute nickname, but now I'm realizing I was about to call a kid Busty. Yeah, that's... The unfortunate... It's really unfortunate that I can't really come up with any good nicknames for Dusty. Because it's... Because there's some that... Like, one of the ones that I really wanted to use... Like... in one of the comics was to have some of the characters call him like D-Man, but it's like, you know, without the proper context, just using D by itself, it's like, that's a little squicky. I don't feel comfortable using that one. it's like I try to come up with something similar that would be like a name that people would be like, that's cool. But it's like none of them sound good. So it's like all the characters now just refer to him by his name. Or just like dude or man or something like that. And it's like, man, I'd really, darn it, I'd really like to use like a more a character specific nickname, so that way it feels, for lack of a better term, like it feels more alive, you know. Yeah, I call one of my friends Big Cube. That wouldn't apply here. Exactly. It would be too weird. Like it would work better in a piece of media that, you know, it would fit the context for. Like if for an adult character in like an adult setting, that's like, yeah, sure, why not? And then maybe you could even take the opportunity to point out that it's like, why do you call me that? It's like, don't call me that. People think you're weird or whatever. But it's like this one ain't it. It's not gonna fly in this one. So it's like I can't. I don't wanna. I just realized I went at that with just my pencil. It's like, oops. But the line's curved well enough, so I think I'll just keep going. And we'll just use the line tool for the other side. That line was transparent. We don't want that. Hey, big T. The T isn't for traveler, it's for tits. I take so many takes because the T stands for takes. I'm always on time because the T stands for time. Literally things Mr. T has said. If you ever get the DVD or the Blu-ray for, I don't know, it might be on the Blu-ray, for Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 1, the commentary track on that in that movie is really good. Because I think it's with both directors who are the guys that went on to, like, I think it was produce, right, for Spider-Verse? I need a base. I just need to start from somewhere. Oops. Nope. be a bit more, be rounder. Yeah, more like that. Yeah. There we go. I believe I did have that at one point. Yeah, my family ended up getting it because they got the DVD for it. Because the film itself, I said, was really good. And yeah, they ended up getting it, and I watched it a lot because it's a good movie. And the sequel isn't half bad either. Well, a pretty decent franchise of films and a single TV show. Very true. What was up with that? I only saw like one clip of the TV show. And I feel like that was enough. Because they like made changes to it. It was like, this is Flint when he was in high school. And what's her name? Who Anna Faris probably played, I can't remember, was also there. And it's like, but the chemistry, what they had in the movie, why? And it's like, yeah, this definitely is a cartoon for children. And it just didn't hook me. Overall, pretty decent. Oh, no, I've read that already. Uh-oh, he's losing it, guys. I'd hate to say it, but our leader has finally lost it. Finally. What do you mean by that? tasting notes in right now and I'm realizing that the inspiration song uses using food as a major theme was not given to gluttony. Oh, the irony! Now that is funny. Go back to Leather Dusty. Put that. There we go. I gotta turn his colors back on. Oh, we gotta turn his sketches off. Hey, buddy, turn your butt off. Okay. Well, Bunny Dusty's colors. Well, his colors. We're starting his colors. His line art's done. So we're just gonna do this. And we can just... I was gonna say we could probably just do it out here, zoomed out, but I need to actually get in there and do the little things on his jacket here. There we go. Expand. And fill. Take my pen and fill in that one. And that. It's overall far more fitting for Asmodeus, but what a silly coincidence. Indeed. Fill in his eyes now. White. And we're gonna fill Dusty's ears. I'm gonna put white in there. See how that goes. You know, I'm not sure about the white on the inside of Dusty's ears. But now that's got me thinking. Bugs Bunny. What are the inside of his ears? Oh. They use like a flesh tone as well, but sometimes they make them white. That's very interesting. I think that's probably what I'll end up going for with mine. Is I'll probably just make them flesh tone. I don't know. The the space is wide enough that that putting white there, it, I don't know, it just doesn't look right. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like that a bit more. It's like sometimes my ears are flesh tone, but sometimes they're purple. I was about to say you should probably go see a doctor, but then it's like, I don't, what would they do? I mean, really. Forgot to label this. It's a chronic case of purple iritis. Okay, so this one's done for now. I realized that I need to fill in some of the corners on some of these color fills, but we'll just do that later. Now I need to ask myself what I want to do with this. Because I could perform a little surgery. And just move. I could move Dusty's head over to the other side. Or I could move the full body over. I think I'll do that. I'll move the full body over. Yeah, I'll move the full body over and then just delete the body, and then I'll move the tone one over, probably. line art A. Keep that there. We're gonna keep that there for right now. We're gonna move this over. I'm just gonna scoot them over. Look at these dust bunnies. It's reminding me of that Sonic OCs that I've completely forgotten. How many of them do you have? Was it just Nova, or did you have more? Skosh further. There it is. Okay. Nova, the Star People, Sonic, group parallels. And Ilias, technically, yeah. And the concept for little devil goat. Aw. Little Jersey devil guy. That'd be fun. So now that we've got that, I think we can do this. Color's back on him. He's back. Alright, then Weather Dusty. This one's going to be pretty simple. We're going to duplicate this one. I really hope my microphone nudges aren't coming through too much, because I keep poking the filter. This will be line art B. I'm gonna put it over A. Why not? And now we just do some moving. They were going to be a little red fiery devil who was kind of pathetic in attempts to be evil, but also kind of a Sonic interpretation to a devil fake one I made years back. That'd be pretty fun. Wouldn't mind seeing him at some point. Oh, actually, I want to know what would help this project out a little bit is if I made this. Or no. Should I do it with this one? I should probably do it with this one. Take the sketches. We're gonna lower the opacity of this. Yeah, make it down to 50. And then we gotta on the pixel level. I'm gonna make sure these line up like that. And now we have two line arts placed like directly on top of each other. We're going to make A invisible. We're going to go back to B. And we're just going to, like I said, we're going to do some surgery. Classic head removal surgery. Had it done plenty of times. Oh, speaking of things I've seen recently, that reminds me that I saw a clip from that Kite Man show that was like taken out of context. Let's see. Just gonna remove this out of the selection because I don't want the goggles to get deleted. Boop, there we go. Where they're like, these women go to like a massage parlor and then one of them gets their head ripped off and the masseuse just goes, oops, and it's like a but then after her head's off, the gal whose head just got removed is like, hey man, what the hell? And I'm like, is this like a zombie person? How are they still alive? Okay, so we're gonna leave this one here. And if I did this right, I'm going down here. We're just going to just beep. There we go, just like that. And it's almost as if it's still there. I am. So I'm gonna attempt to do this because what I did with the sketch is I kept the scarf not where it was, but I kept the scarf asset, and I just did a little transformy boy on it, and I just moved it into a different position. I'm gonna see if I can try and just correct it that way. That way I don't have to redraw the scarf again. Save me some time. Move the center point for the transformation. I can just pivot it down like this. I think if I scooch it down just a skosh. That's a good spot for it. Yeah, just like that. And boop. Let me go back to my pencil tool, make sure it's black. Just do that. Probably didn't have to do that, actually. Considering his head probably covers it. We're going to go to the eraser tool. We're just going to do this. Okay. Now I just gotta dink with some of the lines. Okay, go here. Take this back down to 50, so I can at least tell the lines apart. Oh, I do have to actually edit the goggles a little bit. Okay, can we... Okay, that removes that. Now it's just a sketch layer. Okay, good. Oops, that's the wrong one. There we go. Oops. It's minus again. Let's do that. There we go. Forgot. I have to extend the goggles because the bunny has ears. And you have to fit the goggles around the ears. If I ever told you how good you are at art. Once or twice, but I'd say I'm decent. Not perfect, but I'm decent. Still appreciate the compliment though. It's still appreciated. Okay. So now that we've done that, go back to here. Just gonna take the eraser. And now I can, with confidence, erase the lines for the ears. Because now I know where they actually rest. They don't need to be drawn in. So now when I put this back at 50, there we go. I just do need to fill in some gaps though. Just a little bit, so that way it's mesh with everything. Just make sure that's done. Go. Of course it's appreciated. You should always appreciate me. I got nothing to say to that. I appreciate having you here as a friend and viewer. Okay, so now that all the line arting is done, I'm going to take both line art sets and we're just going to merge them together. And then we can remove the subtitle thing right there. Boop, there we go. I'm gonna do the orange first this time. Dude, it's only 10 and you've already gotten me sleepy. Oh yeah, we're really sleepy together, man. Cause I'm still groggy. And I feel like I have less of an excuse. At least where you're at, it's like nighttime. It's like I'm in the afternoon. Nice. I feel tired. Okay, so no, I still have to fill in the goggles. We'll just do that too. And there we go. Bless me. You keep putting sleeping mist in your streams. It's not mist. It's the hypnotic melodies of game chops. Because, I mean, there's also like a Zelda and Sleep in here somewhere. I gotta blow my schnoz. Because I still have all the sleep snot. Alright. Right. Okay. Sure, why not? We'll do the ears next. I never get sleep snot, though I get a runny nose when I eat warm food for some reason. Well, you want the answer to that one. The reason why you tend to get a runny nose when you eat warm food is because the heat from the food creates, steam, because it's releasing that energy. And when that energy meets the cooler air, the cooler moisture in the air, it condenses. And as you're eating that and chewing that, it goes through your nasal passages, and that condensation, helps create mucus in your nose. It's also kind of the same reason why when it's cold out, your nose gets runny. It's because the condensation from your breath puts a lot of moisture in your nose. At least that's how I had it explained to me. It could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Two furs and a scarf. Nice. All right. There we go. All right. Again, we'll do touch-ups a little later. But this to me is the true form of Bunny Dusty. I don't know if I'll change the color of his legs back to the gray. I'm gonna have to sleep on that, I think. But I like to consider this to be like Bunny Dusty's true form, and I want to use him in the same world as Sparks. That's what I'm thinking. Anyways, honey, insanely annoying. I cannot eat a cooked meal in peace. Well, I mean, that's only if you eat it like really hot and it's creating steam. Okay, and I think I can use the same. I think for the last two, I can use the same line art from Dusty Prime. Do. This one. Let's go here. And now we do the shuffle. think I should be able to just use her eyes. As a means of lining them up. So I should have been doing that in the first place. Okay. Alright, all good there. Alright, and then we just gotta make a few edits. Since we're gonna redraw her hair anyway. Just get that started. Then we'll grab all the excess I didn't grab. Just gonna do that. Then just, oh, that's expand pixels. I don't want to do that. I want to do that. And we're gonna put in her hair. Okay. Eyelashes. And the next thing is her leg warmers. Because you can't have a character that's from the 80s, or at least in an 80s adjacent timeline, and not have a character on leg warmers. You know, despite the fact that Dusty's world is set in like this sort of anachronistic, like 90s 80s hybrid timeline, I do tend to stick with a more anachronistic take on it, and I don't really reference a lot of specific things from it. At least I haven't yet. It's like the leg warmers fashion is about as egregious as it gets. I've just been sat here forgetting I'm watching a stream. Yeah, it's chill vibes. Leg warmers are integral to the 80s and 90s. Of course, yeah, and that's kind of why when I was like, you know, I really should. I forget if this was what came first, because I knew that I wanted to make a gender bent version of Dusty. That was a thing I wanted to do. Because I was like, not only do I want to make it, I want it to be a thing that exists. I want it to be canon to the story. Because, you know, there's like Fiona and Cake and stuff, right? And it's like, yeah, they're gender swap versions of Finn and Jake. It's like, isn't that funny? And it's like, oh, it's fan fiction from the Ice King. This was before Fiona and Cake actually became a miniseries. And it's like, yeah, it's funny. Look at that. Fiona and Cake. It's Finn and Jake. Isn't that fun? And I'm like, you know what? The whole premise of this series that I'm making is all about like alternate worlds and stuff. Why not just make the Rule 34, not 34, Rule, what is it, 63? I think it's Rule 63. Just make a whole Rule 63 timeline and just be like, boom, it's canon. And it's really fun to be able to experiment with it. And so I was like, how do I make female Dusty different than regular Dusty? It's like, okay, well, the body proportions can change, you know, obviously, because it's like, you know, one's a girl, one's a boy, and there isn't like too much of a dynamic personality change. Do not make Rule 34 of Dusty, dear God. Oh, hell no. That's just the one you hear the most of because, you know, it's sex. Haha. So it's like whenever the rules of the internet are brought up, that's like the one people default to. But little do other people know there are other rules. Shock, gasp. And 63 if something exists on the internet, there is a gender flip version of it. But I was like, there's not really much of a difference in their personalities because it's just a gender flip version of them. She still likes reading comics and being active and stuff. So aside from like maybe changing the hair a little bit, what else can I do? And I thought, you know what? This is supposed to be like 80s, 90s, like kind of time period. It's like, why not just give her leg warmers? And so I experimented with it. I threw leg warmers on the design. I tinkered with it. I was like, that's actually kind of a good look. I really like it. It's a very cute look for the design, so I kept it. Just pop. Just gonna get rid of those. that back. Perfectly rests on top of it. And our line art's done. We're just going to merge these layers together. I don't think I've ever made a gender bend version of any of my characters. Well, if you want to, I'd recommend it. As like, even if it's not like, you know, even if it's not like quote unquote canon or whatever, like, it's a fun exercise in character design to, like, you know, to be like, if they were a girl, how would they approach their appearance? Would their personalities change like drastically or not? It's like, what sort of like gender roles are imposed on them, you know, if there are any. It's like something fun to consider. That and this. What am I on? Yellow? Okay, that's right. Need the red. Something went wrong there. I think I hit the wrong button. I am going to just deselect that and try again, because I forgot where my place was. There we go. We like that. We'll do her eyes. We'll do white next. For the gloves. Oh, and I forgot. You also got to do the pull strings on her hoodie. The only viable character coming to mind is Maman, and she'd just be an absolute diva. I think that'd be fun, though. I still think that'd be fun to experiment with. I don't want to open my downloads folder, you silly Billy. I need my... Oops, that's the wrong reference folder. We're gonna open up Dusty's old character reference because I want the shade of pink. Do, do, do. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. There we go. Okay. Cool. And Dusty with an eye is done. Let's do a quick control save while we're thinking about it. And that just leaves two left. classic, quote unquote, Dusty, and Supernova. Speaking of Malm, boy does he have a confusing and hard to replicate head shape. He's the guy with the horns, right? So this one's going to be a little tricky. Tricky in the sense that I actually have to do some drawing. Ugh. Drawing in an art stream, can you believe that? But that's okay. We want this to be at 100 and the sketches to be at 60. Okay. Yes, he has the curly ram horns. Yeah, that's understandable, with them being a little confuzzling. But I think it would take just a little bit of work to get it figured out. I guess, I don't know, I'd have to look at it again, because I wouldn't mind taking a stab at it and seeing if I could parse some of it. I want to do this, and we're just going to flip it. Okay, then we're going to do this again. I remember at one point he was going to be a giant buff dragon man. Now he's a short, fat businessman with ram horns and a dragon tail. He's a very odd head shape, even ignoring said horns. Yeah, because I feel like, not to be like dismissive of the problem, but I feel like that would be an instance where it's like, hey, that's kind of a you problem, man. You did design the character. So it's like, you know, I wouldn't say that it's like, it's imperative that you must draw characters that play to your strengths. It's like, you're freaking free to draw whatever, especially if you want to challenge yourself. Because sometimes people want a change of pace, and they just want to do something new, something different, something bold, something fresh. And that requires stepping outside of your comfort zone. But with that, I think it takes practice, because there's like some of my own characters are like, they need practice. I need practice to draw them, because I don't draw them enough. I don't know their building blocks well enough to like replicate them 100% every time, which is why I'm doing this whole thing, is because I want to get easy to find references, easy to pull references that I can just, you know, whip out and be like, okay, I did this with this head shape. These were the colors I chose. this is what I need to do in order to replicate the shape as best as possible, so that way when I'm drawing them and I complete it, I'm like, yes, I recognize this character as who they are. I have succeeded in my goal in drawing the character. He has a head shape reminiscent of a Total Island character. And see, I think that if your approach was to be like, I like this show, I want to draw this character in that style, then it's kind of understandable that you'd have difficulty doing it that way, because that style is meant to be very two-dimensional, and you don't, from what I recall, because I never really watched the show, you don't really see those characters from too many different angles. So it would be very difficult to render the character from a different point of view if they are meant to be viewed from like one specific angle, and that's it. My approach was Mickey Mouse with a sharp chin, which I didn't really think ahead for. Currently dealing out concepts for a less round head. I see. And when you say that, it makes me think of Rock and Rule. I don't know if you've ever heard or seen that movie. A lot of the characters in that movie are literally like this, but their noses are like that. Very interesting character designs in that movie. They're not bad, but some of them are bad. But there are others in there that are like, oh, they're pretty nice. They're half decent. Rock and Roll is iconic. Oh, hell yeah. I have a playlist of some of the music from that movie, because they made some bangers in that soundtrack. My personal favorite is the Earth, Wind & Fire song that plays in the scene at the club. That one's my favorite. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, got the line art. I got like a base for the hair. I'm gonna just go over it with my pencil again. I want it to be extra thick, sort of, or at least I want it to be at least a little bit thicker, but I want it to have the shape that I want to. So just drawing over it with the pencil really helps get the shape and thickness that I want. And if I don't like any bulges in the lines, then I just go through and I erase it. It's so simple. I believe I found the perfect head shape upon first doodle. Well, that's good. I always like being able to get certain design motifs down, like get them in one. It's always nice. Because it's like I've definitely been there where it's like I'm trying to figure something out and it takes me forever to nail it down. But then it's like you draw it once and it's like, oh, there it is. Bling, bling, bling. Bing, bing, bing. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Man, now I just want to watch that Seth Everman video of him doing the Wii Shop channel. Or no, this is the Me channel. Never mind. Fake fan. I love that video. It's so good. Gives me a chuckle. Oh, gotta stretch. Fake fan found. Alert the media. Alert the presses. Arrest this man. Boo! I love Maple Tree Way. It's such a good song. It's a fun track too. Makes me happy that it got that it was picked as one of the tracks in the Booster Course Pass. Definitely haven't warmed up today. I just realized I have to draw hands. Oh boy. Oh no. That's not bad. Imagine drawing hands. What a nerd. Yeah, all those people that can get anatomy in one try. Fuck them bitches. Go. Now that I think about it, I don't actually. I don't think I have a lot of like really busty characters. I think. Maybe? I can think of like 4 of them off the top of my head. Because there's the sheepdog girl that I have. Freya's kinda... She's kind of busty, kinda. I think so, yeah. And then there's 2 other OCs that I have that I want to draw stuff for them because they're kind of meant to be they're like the pinup characters, right? It's like I want to draw them, but I haven't finished their references yet. And usually when I want to sit down and draw stuff, drawing that kind of art is not what comes to mind. I always want to do stuff like this. I have OCs with lore to draw. Because, yes, I am a nerd. I am a nerd. I'm telling stories. Also, just the fact that if I were to draw that stuff, I probably wouldn't even post it. Probably. Because I don't like the attention that it usually brings people. Because just doing this stuff kind of brings out some pretty shady types. Not even like shady, it's just kind of annoying. So imagine, drawing boobs and being like, hey look, I drew boobs. People would, I don't know, probably go feral about it. Maybe. I guess it just depends on the quality of the work that you do, though. And I'm not a person whose work like really gets that kind of attention, I think. But sex sells no matter what the form, so it's like I'm pretty sure it would only just be a matter of time. There we go. I don't think I've ever drawn a boob. They're pretty simple. Simple and complex at the same time. Depending on your method. Some people like to do like the heart, the upside down heart trick. So when they draw like a character, they got like the neck here and then like the shoulders here, and they do this. They draw a heart upside down like that. And they do it like that, and the arms are like down here, and then, you know, put in the cleave line and Baba Booey. Baba Booey. You got Baba Boobies. So. Don't worry, I'll pretend to be feral over a lone tit. And it's... What are your favorite? I like tit mouses. The bird. Or a bush tit. I think. Hold on. Yes, bush tits are a bird. I knew it. I remember. I know my birds. Hey Bambi, look, it's a plane. Bird. That's not a bird, you freaking moron. Who made that? That was El Cid, right? I think that was El Cid who did the Bambi animation. I just realized I don't have any of these characters with their arms uncovered. Where am I going to color pick now? I'm lost! No. I'm lost! Where's the line? This was nothing compared to the twig of 93. That's it. Good. There you go. Watch my eyes. Don't look away. And there's the line again. There's quite a gap in the line. Do you think we should tell the queen? I think she's got enough problems dealing with. She's got enough problems to deal with. Training her daughter. Oh yes, Princess Ada, the poor dear. Yeah, sometimes tits have a bit of bush, and that's okay. Yeah, I suppose. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to reenacting the entirety of Bug's life. Wind's died down. They'll be here soon. Calm down, dear. It's gonna be fine. There's a gap in the line. What are we gonna do? Princess, calm down. Gaps happen all the time. Right. Princess, I can't focus when you're hovering in my ear like that. Okay. Oh, did I want to make his eyes black? Do I want to do that? I'm cool with his arms, though, because I think that's something I just intended to stick with. Just in general. I don't know. I think I might just keep his eyes black. Wow, we hit the end of my stream mixtape. That's okay. We're gonna go to something a bit more energetic, I think. If I can actually find it. I scrolled past it. How about some Mario Kart 8 music? Woo. I'll just do a little volume adjust. There we go. We'll start at the top. Oh dear God, I've come to a grave realization. What could it be, pray tell? I think I'll just keep his eyes blue. Yeah, I'll just keep his eyes blue. Alright, that's classic Dusty done. I have to tinker with his face shape a little bit more. Something about it just doesn't look right. Doesn't look round enough. Alright, Supernova Dusty is next. Oh wait, I don't need... Don't need 2 layers. I just need a layer and a folder because I think I'm going to take the line art from the previous ones and do the same thing. Forgot that was the thing I was doing. One is Schlatt-like. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google DSMP Schlatt. Isn't that J Schlatt? I think I know. I kind of know who you're talking about. Unless there's more than one. Oh, hey, look, there's Ross. Oh, wow. You're not wrong. He's got little goat horns and little goat ears. Huh. Alright, time to move this over now. Gotta go all the way from one end to the other. My head hurts. Oh, I just had a realization I'm gonna be drawing more of this than I thought I was going to. Yeah, 'cause I'm gonna have to actually draw his torso. I'd redesign him, but Milan would like looking like a popular character just makes more money in his pockets. Means more money in his pockets. Yeah, it's true. Looking similar while being legally distinct. Yeah, I just had a brain fart. What was I doing? Right, I need to make sure that my line art settles where it's supposed to. Okay, I think I just need to nudge it a little bit more. It's about there-ish. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm? Enough of a gap there for that shape. Okay, not really. I don't know. Do I have that lined up right? I don't know, it looks close enough there. I think I have it good enough. Yeah, I think it'll be alright. I can't get too anal about this. Otherwise I'll just be here agonizing over this all day. Alright. We can do that now. This is just the line art again. And we're gonna do some more surgery. It's canon to the lore that Mickey Mouse's head shape came from a deal with Mom. Oh. You know, that makes all the sense. Disney's such a hack fraud. You can only get the idea for Disney of making a deal with the devil. Oh wait, why am I being so precious with the lines for the hoodie? The hoodie's gonna have to go away anyway. The hair too, now that I think about it. There's a lot I don't have to be precious with here. I do need to keep the head shape though. That's gotta stay. I mean, it's his head. Also going to be redoing his mouth. Okay. Turns out dumb people saying, well, Disney's related to the devil are right. I'm pretty sure they're validated. Sorry, I was looking at my text. Phone's exploding. Oh, man. It will stop it from exploding. I did. I looked at my text messages. Little did I know that was all it took to get my phone to stop. Okay. All right. Let's get these lines drawn in. guy here staring at my mom's face and like, damn, he's kind of handsome. Well, I mean, that's when you know you succeeded, is when you create an OC and you're like, damn. That's all that done. Transparent. Oh, that's right. This is the airport. That's perfect. Speaking of handsome, look at my boy. Got his horns out and everything. Actually nailed these pretty well, I think. They are the shape that I prefer. say part 2. There's gonna be a second layer for Dusty's hair in this form. I told you how cool I find Supernova Dusty. Maybe once or twice. But I'm glad that he's at least cool looking. Because that's kind of, that's kind of the whole deal. Too. Design-wise pulls Nova out of the fucking water. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I don't know. Well, no, I wouldn't say that. Nova's still pretty cool in her own right. Which is good because she was in the water evaporated. Also true. I doubt putting a star in water would, be good for the body of water, whatever it may be. Oh, I love this song. I love Electrodrome. It's so good. Still need to settle on like a final design for Nova. So that way I may draw fan art. Alright. Cool. Hair is done. Now, I think... like jumping from one subject to another. hair invisible. Go back to the line art layer. Excuse me. Whew. I'm gonna be changing the eyes just a little bit. I think I'm going to erase this eye line that I had here. I think, maybe. I at least need to change the position of the eyebrows. Because it bothers me that the eyebrows are up here, but the lids are down here. It's normally if you really want to push an expression, you push the lines all together. So I think I'll nix the eyelids, but I'll keep the brows where they are. Gasp change, how dare you? Hey man, sometimes changes are a good thing. Especially in this case, I think. This, I'm gonna get it back down to 10. Okay. I'd never change a design, not especially not a few minutes ago. Yeah. The first draft is always the best one. Could you imagine if Toy Story stuck with the first draft of Woody? He'd be some kind of giant-ass wooden ventriloquist doll. Would have made the movie like 100% times better. Okay. Oh, 'cause I kind of want to keep him angry. Feels really fitting for this art. I don't know why. Well, I mean, it's like a bombastic piece with a super form. It's like, yeah, it feels fitting. We're gonna open old Supernova Dusty. Open that old one. But give my back a twist and it popped. That feels so much better. Okay, so I outlined it in black, which I think I'll stick with. I think I'll stick with the black. His hair, though, is going to have colored line art. I want the straight line. Keep that at 10. Zoom in on this. There we go. And then the yellow, I made a little goof. I think it would help a lot if I actually just closed the line for the hair, because I was about to be like, okay, let me just fill it. But I think it would help if we filled this in, so that way when I go to fill it, it's at least a closed off surface. Whoops. Yes. Oh no, if I put this on the color layer, then... Yeah, beans. Okay. Oh, we're gonna put this on another layer below that. There we go. Okay, then we're gonna lock this. Take my brush, color pick this one. Make the pen really big. 90. Let's go to 230. Hell yeah. And we just do this. Boom jams. Now it gives it kind of a like a glowy feel. Okay, what if I take layer 3 and I do this? Okay, doesn't look like it's going to change too much. That's good. It's good. It's good. Does it bleed into that? No, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah. Ugh. Hear me out now. Big ass titanic tree that is actually a space god blending in, and the circular markings across it are actually eyes. Kind of freaky, but I don't know. Somebody probably be into that. I don't know. What are the colors of his eyes? Oh, it's the same. It's that yellow. Okay. Okay, let's bring this back down to like 20. Go. Okay. Then it's, yeah, then we're just filling in the black. I don't remember asked how Supernova does these powers. Oh, yeah, this is Game Boy Advance Mario Circuit. It's one of my favorite Mario Kart songs. So, if I can remember what I was doing. Supernova Dusty is pretty much Dusty after he absorbs, well, we'll call for now, like, star power. isn't Speaking of Mario, it's an energy from space that grants him near invulnerability, the power of flight, pretty much kind of supersonic stuff, where he's able to fly. He can tank most anything that would probably kill a normal person. He's able to harness the star power within him and like fire off energy beams, like as a beam or as like a projectile. I'm doing another close there. Okay. Let's see. His flight allows him to fly at light speed for I would say like probably short periods of time, because it does take a lot of energy to go to fly that fast. He still has his strength. His strength is amplified, I think, and he still has his stretchy arms. I need to blow my nose. And I think his reflexes and his reaction times are heightened. And he's able to breathe in space. Or, I guess, not really breathe in space, but he's able to survive in a vacuum. Okay. Alright, let's go in and touch some stuff up. Why not? Let me turn the switches off now. Whoop, there we go. Okay. I think that stuff's good. I think I want to merge the color layers all down now. There we go. Perfect. And with the Control S, we're at a done-ish state. I do want to just do some touch-ups on some of the corners of the outfits here. Oh my god, I accidentally copied Supernova Dusty, because a lot of those are similar powers to Novas. Whoopsies. Proof prove they're cool though. Yeah, it's really, I think it's just broad strokes, like Super Saiyan type of powers. So when you want to have like powers of somebody that's like really powerful, those are pretty simple ones to go to. So it's like naturally. There's bound to be some overlap. All right. Cool. All right, then one layer on top. G-pan pressure, put it at 30, and this is, where's my list? Traveler, it's even down to the stretching with Nova's segmented armor. Well, I mean, it's the same destination created from two separate paths. Because Nova is, from what you've said, is a being made of pure energy that is contained within a suit. Dusty's stretchy powers are like I wouldn't say a natural ability to him, but that power was something he gained through, like, I don't know, not to give too much away, I guess. It's a mutation. So it's a superpower that he gained from something else. And it's just something that he carries with him. His flexibility and all that is because of that. So the fact that she can manipulate the energy within her to reach far distances is, it's because she's an energy being. It's not because she got superpowers, because she like fell in a vat of toxic waste or something like that. Yeah, Dusty took power from the stars. Nova is the goddamn star. Exactly. See, they're different enough that it's like, it's whatever. Honestly, when you say Nova is like an energy being inside of a suit, I don't really think of my character. I think there's I don't know, I'm trying to make this comparison to try and use your conscience here, but there's a character that is in the DC comics. I forget what his name is. He was in Justice League Unlimited a lot, which is a show that I watched religiously as a child. That is kind of sort of like that. He's basically just a being made of pure energy that's inside a suit. And, when you mention that, I think more of him than I do this. And he doesn't even have stretchy powers. Okay, and this is Dusty variants. Group. It's A, B, A. There we go. All right. And with that, that's done. Oh, I can cross that off my list now. At least that group, because there are other Dusty lineups that I have to do where it's um, casts for some of the arcs that I want to do. Those need to get thrown in there as well. But for all his variants, that one's done. Alright, so I'm going to take a quick bio break. And we'll make plans for what's next. So I will take a quick break. Let me open up my thing. And then we'll plan for what the rest of the stream holds. I don't know if I'll continue after this because it seems like a good stopping point, but we'll see. So I'll leave you with the rockin' tunes, and I'll be right back. All right. I think I'm just a psychic plagiarist. I steal stuff before I even know it. That's a possibility. Or it's just the fact that, you know, um, all creation, all the fictional creation is iterative. And, you know, it's bound that ideas are going to cross over at some point or another. So, I just got back from my own bio break. And from what you're saying, I'm guessing you're talking about the plagiarism joke. Yeah, it's basically the fact that, I don't know, to reiterate, it's, you know, you could say you're a psychic, or it's just the fact that everything is iterative, you know? Somebody is bound to have come up with an idea before, and it all follows in the same trajectory of when it comes to certain ideas. So the fact that it's like, oh, this idea seems very similar to mine. It's like, well, naturally, because when given a certain scenario, it's you're bound to make a similar decision because it's, I wouldn't say the correct one, but it's like, it's one that other people would take because it just seems like the best course of action. So, I don't know. I'm just talking in circles at this point. Anyways. So we pretty much finished the thing that I kind of set out to do today on stream. And I've realized, what's the plan, boss man? Well, I'm looking through, because I got my notebook out last night. It's the one that I sketch stuff in while I'm at work and while I'm just away from my computer. I don't know, I'm looking at some ideas that I wanted to draw in. But this was a part of the stream where I was thinking about doing that. But it's like, nah, this is a good enough stopping point. But I do want to devote some time to just talk some stuff out. Because initially, I had sort of an announcement, I guess. As much of an announcement as one can make when it's like you're talking to like an audience of like maybe one or two. So last week, I was kind of going through a mental lull, and I was thinking about my place in the streaming world, I guess, and whether or not I, whether or not I want to continue streaming. That was like the thing I was meditating on. Because drawing and doing this stuff is what I want to do with my time. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I didn't know if I wanted to continue doing this because I wasn't feeling very emotionally fulfilled by it. And I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. So I was like, originally I was going to say, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to leave this altogether, but I was going to go on hiatus, or at least take a break. And then, I don't know, now I did it today, now I feel fine. And now it just feels totally fine. So, the ever going rough life, or, I don't know, the roller coaster of my life when it comes to my emotions is never ending. So I was like, now I'm like, do I even want to now? Like, go on a break? Because it's like, I feel fine now. Because it's like, as a stream, I'd say that I'm like lukewarm, right? Like a 7 out of 10, maybe maybe even that, probably like a 3, depending on what you want. It's like I'm not, I wouldn't say I'm not entertaining, but I'm not entertaining in the way people want. And it's like 8.5 out of 10. Oh, thank you. That's actually more positive than I thought. Because it's like, when I'm streaming art, I'm not talking 100% of the time because I'm focused on doing my work. You know, my work, quote unquote. And I'm not like engaging in that way. So it's, I don't know. I was thinking about that and it's like, well, it's like I could just not stream what I do and just make it. It's like there's nothing wrong with that. But then it's like, do I want to give up though? It's like, I'm not giving up. I'm just taking a break. But then it's like, you know, if you take a break, that limits your chances for growth. You know, but then I don't know. You see what I mean here? Where it was that spiral just going around and around, very fitting to this music, really, of just going like, do I want to do this? I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. And I get you. Thank you. But yeah, I just didn't know. I think it's very clear that I don't know what I want. I'm just stuck in the middle, being pulled in separate directions, and I don't know what direction I want to go in. So it's like, I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm lost. So I was like, I was at least going to stream this week and be like, okay, do it this weekend and then take a break next week and just see how you feel, assess everything, and move on from there. That was kind of the vibe. And I realize now that I'm not nearly as hot here in my room because I think my computer hasn't had to run super hard running VideoTube as well as OBS. And that also brings in the whole thing of like, you did the stream thing to do the PNG tuber thing, but it's like things run better when you're not doing it. Is that something you really want anymore? And I don't know, and then I thought about that and I was like, no. It's like, it's nice having a mascot character, but does it matter to me that they're animated when I talk? It's like, no, not really. I could just I thought one of the alternatives I could do was to just, is steal an idea from Dave, late customer, friend of the show, friend of the pod, and sort of just and just sort of do the thing that he does with his setup. And I don't know if you've seen how he has his stream set up, but he has like the view like this, and he basically has like the view, right? And his characters just sort of sit in this is a very, very thick brush. Let's just go with the G pen like that. Crank it up to 30. And he sort of has it like this, right? And his characters just sort of sit in the corner like this. And they're just part of the overlay, and he has like a little title where it's like sketches AMA, like that, right? And then he has his whole, he's got like the setup and all that stuff, his layers and everything, and it's sort of set up like that. So it's like I thought about doing that because that would be less taxing on my system, while still keeping my whole vibe of being like, oh, I like making original characters and telling stories and stuff like that, and sort of just keeping that. So I don't know, that could have been like a possibility of what I wanted to do if I wanted to keep doing it in the first place. So, anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest for what it's worth. Because I just needed to, I don't know. I just want to talk about my headspace a little bit. Get your hand trail, man. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do now in regards to streaming and all of that. So I think, yeah, I'm definitely gonna call it here. I think this is a good place to knock it, because I finished what I set out to do, and I'm fine with that. I don't know. Been here for 3.5 hours. That's good enough for me. And my head kind of hurts. I need sustenance. Brain hurts. Hurt. Too much talk. Not enough results. So next week, I don't know. I don't know what I have planned for next week. It's probably just gonna be this again. At the speed we're going. You know, and if not this, then I probably just won't be streaming at all. And also just being able to not feel obligated to do something for a set period of time would be really nice every Saturday, because I only have so many days in a weekend, man. I want to relax. Life is hard. But I want to at least have the luxury of being able to take a nap. So that's where we're at. So I don't know. Stream next week. We'll see what happens. I don't know. At this point, it's it's good to take time for yourself. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's kind of what I need to do now. At this juncture. Because I also wanted to get back to writing the Dusty comic script, and I need time for that. Because I went through and I reread a chunk of it, and I was like, I'm not really impressed with the dialogue that I wrote, and I kind of mulled over the scene that played in that. I mulled that scene over in my head a little bit, and I thought about putting more dialogue in that scene to really flesh the scene out a bit more, instead of just being like, okay, we're moving on through the story, let's just speed run to where, speed run to the end. It's like, no, I kind of want to take my time with it a bit more, let it breathe, give it its moments. Also, I just realized staring at this, Weather Dusty has the gray here, and he has orange over here. One of us has to change. I'm probably going to remove the orange, though, because I like the gray. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Pointing out what I noticed. So it's like... I think I might just end up changing the stream schedule in the end. Because I don't know, I still like doing this. I like drawing and then having, you know, having an audience. It's still fun. I still like it. So it's like I don't want to just, you know, give up. But I think I need to just put it on the back burner, like wholeheartedly put it on the back burner. Okay. Aw, you like me. Was that not obvious? I don't know, I thought we were, you know, friends at least. Mild acquaintances? Eh. Because I mean, you're persistent enough that it's like you're here most every week. I'm a parasitic fungus. Yeah. My favorite fungus. So it's like, I feel like we at least have somewhat of a rapport going. And one of the things I thought of doing was if I was going to just, you know, not stream on Twitch, I would just go be like, hey, here's my Discord server. Do you want to just hang out in that while I draw and I just share my screen? It's like the same deal, except I don't feel the obligation to be as performative as I need to be while I'm streaming here in this public forum. You could call me a fun guy. Hey, I tried to snap my fingers, but I'm holding my water bottle. Hey. You know, I'm getting the same result, but it's, I don't know. I think I'm making a mountain out of a molehill. It's like, I think a small adjustment would probably be enough to get into a better headspace and be able to, you know, derive joy from doing this. So, yeah. Anyways, until whatever ends up happening, come in. You're my pal. I trust your choices, and I appreciate you sticking with me. Truly. It's nice to know that I've got good friends in my corner willing to back up my choices to, you know, pursue better mental health and physical health, because I should probably stop talking and actually go make some food of some kind, because my sleep schedule being thrown off has not helped my physical well-being at all. And it's not like I haven't had food either. I had some watermelon earlier today. Had some watermelon, some chips. And I'm thinking about making some pasta. So I got some like creamy basil Alfredo sauce. Really want to try that. I'm gonna make some pasta. Go eat trouble, bitch. Don't be like me and starve. Indeed. So yeah, with that, we'll call it here. I don't know. We'll find somebody to raid, sure. You know what, we'll do somebody random today. A lot of art streams going down. Oh cool, I opened one and then backed out and it immediately reset my page. Cool, thanks. I was gonna look at somebody else, but they're gone. Oh, nope, there they are. Alright, we're gonna... I'm just gonna write this name down, though. Because when you go to raid somebody, it pops up a list, and there's a lot of cool people in here that I want to look at, maybe consider at a later date. Alright. We'll raid this Softy Desu person. They got a small vibe, just doing some doodles. That's something I am down with. So we'll go and do that. Let me get back to my deck here. So, thank you for joining me. It's been a real treat. It's always fun to do this. And to have the opportunity to do all this. It's fun. I appreciate being able to do it. Maybe stream next week. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Probably I might take some time off for myself that Saturday. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully you have a great start to your weekend. Yeah, great start to your weekend. Streaming on Fridays is throwing me off so bad. Hope you have a great start to your weekend. You have a great day, night, morning, whatever time zone it is you're in. And, yeah, thanks for sticking around. And if you're watching the VOD, hey, yeah, thanks for sticking around to the end. I'm messing up my own intro. My head hurts too much and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go eat. So, anyways, hope to see you somewhere out in the multiverse. Bye. It's fucking whatever. God, whatever. Good grief. Alright, let's get out of here.